Okay, hello. Back to the Future, and maybe another reference to Eric Stoltz in Back to the Future is this building right here, which says Holt's Diner on it. Okay, I'm thinking this diner is deliberately named Holt's because it's referencing Eric Stoltz. Okay, what we have going on here is where Michael J. Fox does his leap home. Okay, yeah, which is the Atomic Kid here, becoming the Atomic Kid. Again, of course, that's a nuclear explosion type reference as well, but it is also, the atom is also the foundational building blocks of the physical reality. Okay, so this is the idea of the physical, um, half of the twin. Okay, and then the metaphysical, which in previous video I was saying Eric Stoltz is representing that, even though he's not because he's not in the film, but also because of the way they dressed him in his scenes that he did make for the film. The black, heavily black, with just a touch of white underneath. Um, Again, he's playing the Black Pearl, the guy that's been corrupted by, um, or the metaphysical twin, the guy that's either been corrupted by the Matrix and has turned into the Black Pearl, or he's playing is just representing the metaphysical twin. Okay, so this is what we've got going on. We've got a building here and a building here. One is for Michael J. Fox and one is for Eric Stoltz. Okay, next to each other, twinism again. Okay, I want to show you another clip. I want to rattle through this as quickly as I can. I don't really want this to be too long of a video. Okay, this is the clip, and of course you can see this a little bit better now. Holt's Diner. Okay, this is the clip where Marty's on the skateboard, trying to get away from Biff. Okay, and he's getting a tow from this car here, this blue car. I guess it's a blue car. We could argue about what this color of blue represents, but this is what I want to say is a more pure version of the metaphysical here. Okay, a more sort of closer to um, the Holy Spirit or the Virgin Mary. And again, check out Holtz here. There is the idea of holy here as well. Okay, the way they put this arrow, we'll go on to this arrow in a second. The way they've got this arrow pointing here as well. So what happens at this point though is Biff's giving him a little nudge, and this car door opens and actually closes down. Because again, this over here at the back, the backdrop here is actually home here. Okay, this is home. This is where Marty goes home. Okay, and the Black Pearl here cuts him off. Okay, so he's getting drug along by a pure version of the metaphysical, and then the evil version of the metaphysical cuts him off. Okay, so he is forced to divert. All right, so he can't make his way home. Okay, I know he's not really making his way home in this scene, but that's what's being said there. He can't make his way home. So anyway, he actually goes down in front of the courthouse, crashes into a lady, and papers go flying, and then he has to get going again. Interesting, the papers also represent the court papers, especially definitely represent the idea of a fictional idea. Fictional paperwork again brought him down. Just another little tidbit there. I don't know. This is super deep. Anyway, so he's gone down. He is essentially, when you go down, essentially you have died. Okay, and there's an arrow pointing down here. It says service here. Again, the service is what you have when you go down. Obviously, the arrow represents the physical man. The phallus symbolism, again, it's the thing that's got to shoot through the vesica Pisces. So interesting again there. It's pointing down. We need to look at this number plate, and it's pointing down like dying, at this point. Of course, you've got to remember the death is the same as the resurrection. Okay, you have to have the death of of Eric Stoltz at this point. You have to have that character die in order to be reborn, okay? And when Marty makes his way back as the Atomic Kid, okay, when he returns back to the physical way of being, and again, the physical way of being is following natural law and God's law, like the Ten Commandments set in stone. When he follows that path, right, he is back as the assembly of Jesus, okay, at that point, okay. So that's what we see as the, you know, the jump. Finally, when he does make that jump, yeah, he's back at the assembly of Christ. He's Christ here. We've got Christ here, Jesus Christ, and Elmo here. And remember, Elmo was Jerry Lee Lewis's father, and we had that Jerry Lee Lewis reference back to the, you know, back to the same date as the Hoover Dam again, back to this 929 going into the 930 again, okay. And yeah, Elmo is Jerry Lee Lewis's father, the father and the son right here, okay. So this is pretty interesting stuff. Notice they've got a silver car here that's not the DeLorean, but again, is it referencing the DeLorean facing the other way to where Marty is here being towed along by a blue coloured vehicle, a blue and white vehicle, okay, the Virgin Mary again. Okay, so we've got a lot going on in this scene. I don't want to be wiffly waffling on too long, but again, the Black Pearl foils the trip home. Yeah. Again, this arrow, what do we talk? You know, it's on the T here, and of course the T is the crucifix, is the cross, and again the T is the idea of rebalancing the false ego. That's the balance symbolism. That's what has to happen. The thing that goes on the cross is the false ego. That has to be rebalanced, okay? The false ego creates the matrix creates the false ego. Interesting, we're going through the S here because at the end of Stoltz is a Z. S is a reversed Z, and again, the idea of Z being the last letter of the alphabet, like the alpha and omega type symbolism with the Z. Have we got to the end? And again, Z26. You can flip that to a 92 and hence 29. Okay, so again, just interesting stuff. I want to say other than it's interesting. What else? What else do I want to say? Let's just do one last thing. Let's just look at the hoverboard scene. There's nothing really going on in the hoverboard scene with this building. It's brick red, red, sort of rust red, maybe. There are some things on the door down here, some symbols, but I can't get in zoomed in close enough. So it needs somebody that can zoom in close enough, like 88 Finis Temporis can do that kind of thing. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can do that kind of thing. The last thing I want to show you, and again, this is to do with being able to zoom in again, because I can't really read this very well, but if we get to a point here, I'll make that large. Okay, this is really blurred. Okay, I did have it set. That's actually not too bad there. I'm really not sure what that is. It may. Initially, I thought it was 62624, but I'm unsure whether that's 63624. It almost looks like a 3 now where I've stopped it this time. I'm really not sure what that number is. It would be very interesting. It is interesting that I'm pretty sure though it does have a 62 in the middle here. Again, that 29. Okay, and I do think that's a 6 there as well. It may not be. It may be a 5-3. Yeah, I just don't know what that really says. Anybody that can tell me what they think that is would be great. But I do think it has the 6-2 in it. Anyway, a 29 reference. It would be interesting if it was 62624. That would also be kind of interesting, but like right there, it looks like a 3. Anyway, I could spend hours just looking at this and trying to determine what this is. I'm going to leave it there. But if that is, that could possibly be, again with the 2-6, even if that was a 3-6, that would fit in, because the 2-6 of course flips to a 29, and of course the 6-3 would flip to a 93, which is obviously 930. Okay, the next 930 is obviously the next day, Eric Stoltz's birthday. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to mention about this scene. Okay, if anybody's got any more little bits and bobs that they can dig out of here, or I mean, it'd be interesting to know what these pictures were and all the rest of it. But the more I look at this sort of bottom corner here, the more references there are. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. All right, cheers, bye.